Okay, good morning. Hello. So today we're going to discuss our day 3 and day 4. So as you can see, our objective today is to define option command, enumerate the dialog tabs, and value the importance of the dialog tabs in drafting setup. So the main topic is the model paper space. Okay, or the model and paper layout. So I have a recorded video lesson last year discussing about this lesson. So I will let you to watch that video uh, for you to much more to understand this lesson. Kasi meron akong AutoCAD demonstration doon how this model space works in AutoCAD. So mas maiintindihan nyo by demonstration by kaysa dito sa Word. Okay? So, let's watch this lesson. So, what is a model and a paper layout? So, there are two types of model spaces we have in AutoCAD. First is the model where we model or create our designs, while in the paper layout is where the final output of your project. So it means, for example, the model space where you sketch or create, and when you are going to put it on the paper now, you go into the layout space. So for example, let's open our AutoCAD. So we are now in our model space. Here in the model space, we can see here this is my unfinished project. It's about a floor plan of a building. So when I transfer this into a layout, okay, hanapin lang natin. Ayun, yung model house. Okay. So here, it's like also in the, it's like we are inside also the, what we call this, the model space, but this time it is on the paper. Okay. So you can see here that our model is on the paper now. Yeah. So ito na yung paper natin. Yeah. So you can choose whether you can create also two types of presentation. You can type also, where is my ayan, a 3D presentation of your work and also a 2D presentation of your work. So that is ayun. So this the 2D presentation, 3D presentation of your work. Yeah. So showing here two types of drawing. Yeah, the 3D presentation and the 2D presentation. Actually, it's just the same. So these are the 2D presentation and the 3D presentation of your drawing. So that is in layout. So that is the two, from model to layout. Okay. So the model space, let's explore more about the model space. The model space in the drawing environment in which you create the geometry of your model by default, or you stay working on a limitless 3D dimensional drawing area. See here, when you say limitless, it means no limit. Even you're creating a city. No, for example, you are lay out a city. A map of the city of Binyan. It is not a problem in AutoCAD because it is limitless. Even you make a map of the whole world, it's not a problem in AutoCAD because it is limitless. Maybe the limit is how the space of your computer, the space of the memory of your computer will be the limit. But in the space in AutoCAD, even you can create a lot of model in a very wide space. Okay. Okay. Then we choose whether one unit represent as a meter, centimeter. So you can choose any particular measurement in scale. Okay, and even you can choose also different scale, no? It is under 1:1, no? Kahit wala tayo, for example, no, sa drawing natin sa manual. in order to para magkasya yung actual measurement ng isang bagay sa paper natin. We change the scale and create it in our paper. But here in AutoCAD, even it's in 1:1 scale, even it means no, without changing the scale of the drawing, we can fit our works inside of our layout. Here in the model space, it can be found in the lower right corner of the AutoCAD, so where the word model is. Okay, so in this, we can move object between model space and paper space. What I mean, you can click model for model space and click a layout just beside it to move to the layout surface or space. The LT scale. Before we start, we can change the size of our line that we are using in our drawing. So particularly when we are making a floor plan, our line that we're going to use is much more thinner than a model that is for example a bicycle bicycle ring, no, for example a bicycle wheel, no. So it depends on what model you're creating, so you will going to adjust the scale factor of the line. Okay, next, model switches from name layout tab to the model tab. Okay, so you can change the name of your model. That will be a layout. It means when you become a named layout, for example, if you're going to repeat the work again but in a different model, you can choose that layout or save that layout and create another work for it. Now, for example, a layout of a floor plan like what I did. For layout number 1, the position of the chairs and even the chairs, tables are different from your layout number 2. But you have the same layout of the house or the floor plan. Okay. Page setup. It controls the page layout, plotting device, or paper size. For example, in our AutoCAD, let's go to the model. If you want to change the page setup when you're going to print it, you just type in page setup, then enter. Then it will open up a window that's showing you that you are going to modify or import a already finished layout of a paper. So this time we have here a plot size of 8.50 by 11 and in a landscape. So it means 850 by 11, it is a short bond paper. So it means yung gagawin natin ay magpiprint out sa short bond paper. You see here the plotter is none because it's on your decision if you're going to put in a plotter. So sa plotter naman, magbibigay ka rin naman ng sizes doon. But there are already set up measurement for plotter. You need to check out that. Okay. Viewports creates a multiple viewports in model space in layout. For example, viewports. Okay. For example, you want to have a view for a 2D and another view for a 3D. So type in viewports, and then it will help you to create a new view. Okay, for example, and viewports list, you have 2 vertical lines, so it'll give you 2 vertical lines. So this another view here and another view from your left. Simply click on the screen that you want to modify. For this, I want to change this into 3D. Okay, where's the 3D model of my house? Okay. Oops, nakaikot siya. So, where is it? Okay, hindi natin makuha yung tamang angle niya. Kunin na lang natin sa rotation. Okay, yeah. So we have here the 3D wireframe of the building. You can change it into whatever kind of presentation you want. You want realistic, you put in a realistic view. Okay, yeah. So that's the realistic view. You will see the color of the walls, the color. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so that is my 3D house. Okay, now that's in a viewport. Okay, next, we're not done yet. Now we are in a paper space layout where you can find it also in the lower right corner and just beside the model. Okay, so the paper space represents the paper presentation of your model. It's like a overview of your output in paper. So now let's start looking for it. Or export layout. Okay, let's start with the export layout. What export layout means. For example, let's put it in our layout. Okay, so this is our model. Now we want to print it in a certain layout. No, so what layout do we want to? So let's type in our type command. Export layout. Yeah, export layout. So lalabas dito yung ating window for export. So means by export, ita-transfer na natin siya sa certain file na gusto natin. It's either you can choose by drawing. Yeah. So we can transfer now our works into drawing file. So these are example of my drawing files. Already saved, done with the past few years ago and my past projects. Next, our next is layout. Creates modified drawing layouts. Okay, when we say layout, it means it is the output of the model. For example, this is our model. Then what is the output? We're going to click here the layout. So this is the layout. Okay. Now when we say layout, we are making a what you call this? The appearance of the output of your drawing. So layout, it means we're going to modify the page or the appearance of our drawing. So that is layout. So that is layout. Okay, so as I said, no, we're going to change the outcome of our layout. We're going to have what we call the layout wizard. So what is the layout wizard? Creates a new layout tab and specify page and plot settings. So here we just type in layout wizard. Then enter. So it pop out a dialog box saying here that we're going to create a layout. So in our layout, we specify what printer we're going to use because every printer have their own specification of output. No, for example, I have here Epson, the HP tank. Okay, so we have also the paper size. What will be the paper size? For this, I have here the letter, but we have a lot of choices here. The envelope, the P5, the P4, the A4, A3, legal, tabloid, letter, etc., etc. And orientation. The orientation is if it's in landscape or portrait. The useful plate is on landscape. Okay, the title block. Okay, we have the architectural title block here that is already installed in the AutoCAD. You can use that as a generic title block for it. But if you have what you call this, you have your own title block for your course. For example, in our course in our TLE 10, we're going to have our own title block for this. Okay, so define viewport, single or 3D engineering views. Viewports, we're going to talk about this later. When you say viewport, it's the division of the borders of your drawing layout. So, for example, if you want to show 3 views, we're going to divide it into 3 views or array or engineering views. Scale to fit. Okay, so these are the scale that we're going to use to fit in your inside of your views, no, layout views. But you can change that manually, no, by zooming and zoom out your your works. No? Pick location. Okay, select location. That's later. And finish. If you're done for your setup, then just enter finish, and the layout that you want is going to pop out on the layout. That easy it is. Next. Okay, so we have here model. So model, automatically you just click model and you turn back to the switches from the layout to model tab. Okay, M space, it means in a layout switches from paper space to model space in layout viewport. And M view creates a control layout for viewports. Model space, it means it's a layout that you can change your drawing even you are in a layout space. For example, no? I want to change here. There are 2 ways. No? You just type in M space, model space, and it appears here what call this, the model command here at the lower part of this AutoCAD. So you can edit by means of model spacing your drawing. No? For this example, no, so you can modify it even you're in the layout surface. And then M space out. Now just click the outside, and you are now in the paper layout space now. So that's how easy it is. M view means multi-view. So if you want to have a multi-view like I have done here, for example, now I'm going to erase this. I will add a 2 view here. Maglagay tayong drawing box dito. So how to do that? Just type in M view, then enter. Okay, it's polygonal. Okay, so you type here corner. Then draw a box. Okay, then here, then enter. So meron na kayong isa pang view dito. So double click this space, so it will change to view. Okay, so we have another view here. So meron na kayong pangalawang view. Okay, you change the into 3D. Okay, so we have another 3D model just side of your floor plan. Okay, so escape, double click. Okay, so that's it. That is multi-view. That is M view. Other term is multi-view. Okay, we have the paper space layout. Page setup. So if you want to set up your page, it's as simple as typing page layout. So at CAD, nasaan ba yung CAD ko? At CAD, you simply type in page layout. Page layout. Okay, so that's it. Page layout is already appear on the screen. So we are under the page layout one. We need to modify that. You need to modify the size of the paper. The layout will come out and extend or window. Or what I mean by window is by just multi windows. No, display plot style, no. So if you want to click that, then none. Okay. And you want to be your skin in 100%, 25%. Okay. So this is where you going to modify the page setup. Next, what else here? Say plot. Okay, for plot naman, if you're going to print it in the plotter machine, so you're going to plot it. So simply type plot, then enter. Okay, because I don't have a plot machine, I just continue, no. Okay, so this is the modify for plot naman, same as the picture. The same thing as you just modify the size, so same thing as the, so naiba lang yung word, no, yung dito, yung plot na lang ang iba. So dito naman is para sa plot machine. So because I have no plot machine available, so we cannot modify the plot. So that's how it is. Next is setup in. Okay, and P setup or page setup in imports a user-defined page setup into a new drawing layout, and setup space in a layout switches from model space in layout space viewport in paper space. So same thing lang rin yun, katulad rin ng ginawa ko by double clicking. Yun rin yun, para lang ma-setup lang natin yung page. Okay. Layout, vClip, vPlayer, and vPmax, and vPin, and Viewports. Okay, let's start with the vClip muna. Okay, let's go to AutoCAD. Okay, so unahin natin ang vClip. Okay, burahin ko lang to para mas maging magandang example natin. Ito magiging example natin. So, type in our command vClip, then enter. So magkakaroon dito ng mababago yung cursor natin. So click this box, then click polygonal, then draw a polygonal. What happened here when you enter? Mawawala na siya yung andito. But it transfer actually here in this space. So what does mean by clipping? So clipping, ibig sabihin, ginupit natin siya. Ginupit natin yung ating drawing. So you just change the size of the viewport para ilipat lang natin dito. So clip, paggupit, then space, na yun, paglipat dito. Okay, so that's it. That is vClip and vPlayer. Set the layers visibility within the viewport. So, yung ginawa natin kanina, yung paglagawa ng polygonal, that's the vPlayer. It will set up hanggang saan yung limits ng magiging drawing natin. Okay, what is a vPmax and vPmin? Minimize pala. So, vPminimize and vPmax. So, let's try that in AutoCAD. For example, we will edit this. Kasi pwede naman natin siya i-edit, no, by double-clicking it, no. Nasa na tayo. Pero kung gusto natin i-maximize siya or in a widescreen, we'll just type in our command vPmax, then enter. So you maximize now the space or the interference of the interface of the AutoCAD. So we are now in the model space, while the highlights here is layout. So it means, guys, model space tayo pero under layout tayo. Ngayon, tapos ka nang i-modify siya, balik na tayo sa dati, no? So VP minimize naman tayo, VP minimize, then enter. So balik na ulit tayo dito. So that is the VP max and VP minimize. And then next, and the VP ports, create multiple view ports in model space in our layout. Okay, so halimbawa we have a blank space here, so burahin natin to. Yan, so we have the blank paper. Now we're going to choose a 3 view three viewports para sa ating page na to. So, ang gagawin natin, just type in viewports. Yan. Kanina kasi may multi-views naman, magkikreate ka ng isang view, no? Dito naman sa viewports, gagawa tayo from scratch, no? We can choose from 2, from horizontal, from right, from left, from above, from below, from vertical, from horizontal, and from equal. So, ito magiging activity nyo mamaya, no, sa mga ODL. Gagawa kayo ng ganito, viewports. For equal parts. Okay. Okay. So, gawa tayo ng 4 equal parts. So, gawa na tayo para meron kayong sample. So, then enter. Okay. Then, grab that into the space. Then, we have 4 equal parts. So, kailangan na lang natin ay zoom in yung ating mga parts. Yeah. Ito naman, we zoom into, wait, wala, yun. We change the view, from this view into top view. Yan. And dito naman, gusto nyo ibang view naman. From the other set of view naman tayo. About this side. Yan. Let's have a front view here. Yan, gawa tayo ng front view. Yan. So we have another side here. And another here. In this space. Tapos niya, pag na-highlight ko siya, no, nadadama yung iba. Okay. So, anyway, kuha tayo ng ibang view dito. Switch. Okay. Nawala. Ito siya. From a different view naman. Okay. So, we have 4 different views in one page. So that's how we set up our works now. So that is a 4 equal space. So this will be your activity later. I will explain it later. Okay, so that is how you use what we call the viewports. Okay, I hope now we are done in our topic. Okay, some other reminders lang when you need to change it. And again, you need to double click the inside of the report and you can edit now. Then if you're done, just click outside of the paper.
Okay, so that is their video. So now for our activity after that lesson. So here, nandito na yung day 4. So yung activity nyo is under day 4. So dito, makikita nyo na meron tayong interface ng AutoCAD at meron tayong paper layout dito. So, anong gagawin natin dito? Sabi sa direction, draw your own geometric figure along the grid of the model space. Maggagawa tayo ng geometric figure dito sa ating AutoCAD interface. So, pag say geometric shapes, so you can choose any different geometric shapes. For example, square, triangle, circle. If you want to draw them all here, bahala kayo. Pero sa akin, I will just choose one shape for our example for today. So, I will choose a rectangle for this example. Okay, start the drawing line segment from the origin. Okay, dito yung origin. So, dito tayo magsisimula ng pag-drawing. And limit your works inside the model space window. So, ililimit lang natin. So, hindi tayo pwedeng lumabas sa window natin sa ating So, the layout space, draw the model space view in different viewports in specific room factor to observe neatness in this activity. So, here, what we're going to do. So, dito, makikita nyo na meron siyang iba-ibang view. Pero, sa mapapansin natin sa grid niya, parang nagsuzoom in and zoom out lang siya. So, zoom in, tawag sabihin, mas malapit, no? Katulad nito, sobrang zoom niya. then zoom out yung mas malayo, no? So let's make a rectangle. So I will show you how you're going to answer that. Yan. So let me have an example here. Let's draw, ay, ba't snipping? Hindi pala dito. Asan ba yan? Ayun to, pala ba pink? Okay, let's draw a square. Yan. So, rectangle pala, sorry. So, from the origin tayo, gawa tayo ng 4 by 5 siguro. 4 by 5. What I mean, yung grid, no? Count the grids. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, from 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, 5 naman tayo. 3, 4, 5. Yan. So, I have a square here. Ngayon, dito tayo sa paper space. Ang magiging itsura nito, pagdating sa paper space, following the grid. So, you just follow the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yan. So, yan po yun. Tapos, dito rin. 1, 2, 3. Tama ba? Bilang ko? 4 yan. Then, 5. Sobra yata ako. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yan. Tama ba? 4 yata. Ay, hindi. Tama. 5. Ito pala, sobra ko. Okay, so dito naman, so ganun pa rin, bilang tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan, so sumobra na siya. So, hindi ito applicable. So, line na lang tayo. Line. Going up. Yan. Tapos, line ulit tayo. Tama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hanggang dito. Tapos, line ulit tayo pataas. Yan. Pagdating naman dito, dahil sobrang zoom na siya, corner na lang ng square yung meron tayo. Yan. So, ganyan pa yung magiging output niya. So, you can use this rectangle or other figure like triangle, square. Okay. Hindi dahil nagpakita ko sa paint na kayo gagawa. Ibig sabihin, I just make, find an interface to show you how you're going to do it. So, like that. So, here, pwede kayong, mag-drawing. So, ang drawing nyo lang is a simple, drawing of a interface. So, hindi nyo kailangang i-detail. Kunyari lang naman. Ang pinaka-output nyo, ito. Huwag nyo na i-drawing to sa bagay, pwedeng hindi na, no? Pwedeng hindi. Or kung gusto nyo, isama nyo na rin, mag-drawing lang kayo, pero simple lang nito. Tapos, yung isang example naman ng paper layout. Yan. So, you go to draw grid lines with different, yan. So, that will be your, first activity. Then, for the next activity, ayan, baba naman tayo. What can I do? So, activity 5. Ang gagawin nyo naman dito, as you can see, meron tayong tinatawag dito model space and layout space. So, these are the group of commands according to their uses. Halimbawa, sa export layout. Saan ba sa export layout? Sa layout space o model space? Para may idea kayo paano sagutan to. Yan. So, magbase kayo dito. Yan. Dito yung command for layouts. Yan. Dito yung command for layout. Ito naman yung command for model space. Yan. So, gagawin nyo lang. I-check on these words. Alin ba yung sa model space? Alin po yung sa layout? So, marami kasing sasabi nyo mahirap. Pero kasi siguro hindi sila nagbabasa. That is my idea. Kaya sila siguro nahihirapan. They are not intended to read the module. They want to go to answering those questions without even watching the video or reading the module. So ganun siguro ang pananaw ko. Kaya lagi silang sasabing ang hirap. Kasi kailangan mag-aral. So para makuha nyo siya. So yun lang po yung aking pananaw doon. So that is for your day 4. And for the last activity, we have here the multiple choice. And you just write 1 to 10. The answer will be A, B, C, D. Ayan. So, the question is from our day 1, day 2. And sorry, day 1, day 2, day 3 lesson. So, lahat po ng question ay manggagaling po doon. So, yan po yung magiging activity nyo for day 3 and day 4. And that's all. Ang pasahan po natin ay bukas, Friday. So, expecting you to pass all the activity for that day. So, that's all for today. Thank you and good day.